Yeah, welcome friends for this CMA US introduction session or meeting. It's going to be only 15 to 20 minutes of overview. Okay, where I'll be giving you about the course, about the prospects, about how to do it, and what are the examination you will write, how to write the exams, etc. and all. We'll just spend about 10 to 15 minutes of time. Then I'll address your queries also. Of course, this is offered by IMA. CMA US is offered by IMA. Okay, what is the difference between an Indian CMA and US CMA is simple. Indian CMA, we focus on Indian laws, direct tax, indirect tax, auditing, and so many other Indian aspects we deal in. CMA US is not specific to any particular country. They talk about only the core values. What do you mean by core values? They are giving inputs only with respect to the core area of a cost accountant. The pillars are simple: financial accounting, cost accounting, management accounting, and financial management. Okay, financial accounting, cost accounting, management accounting, and financial management, like that. These are the four pillars which they focus on. We will definitely go through that in the syllabus. In CMA India, it takes about, if a student completes +2, then he has to start with foundation, inter, final, like that. 3 years time it takes to complete, whereas CMA US is only 2-part examination. Part 1, the examination will be there, then part 2 examination will be there. Anybody after +2 can start with this part 1 and part 2 and write the exams and pass, but degree is awarded only when you are a degree holder. CMA is offered only when you are a degree holder, any degree. It can be a BCom or BA or BBA, any degree. You pass part 1 and part 2 examination, then CMA US is offered. Sir, what will be the apt duration of the course? Classes, it will take around 300 hours for part 1 and 300 hours for part 2. Okay, classes mean attending the classes and practicing the tests. Okay, then for your self-learning, it will take about 150 hours of time. Okay, so in the class itself, around 60% of the topics are over, or syllabus is over, or learning is over. Remaining 40% will be like taking up assignments, practicing questions, practicing additional questions, like that. Each part will take around 450 hours of time. Each part will take about 450 hours of time. So why should you tell about this time? You have to plan, are you going to take up both a part or one part, how many months learning, etc. and all. So total requirement is 900 hours. Okay. For example, a student who's taking the CMA US full time. Sir, I'm not going for a job, I'm not going for college, I'm going to do CMA US full time. 900 hours, you can make it in 100 days time. Okay, which means within a span of 3 months, you will be able to complete your preparation and take up the examination in 4th or 5th month, kind of a thing. So that is for a student who is not having any other job. But for a person who is going for a job, you cannot make like 9 hours a day, where you will be able to make around 3 hours a day effectively. Okay, so which means 900 hours divided by 3 hours quota, it will come to 300 days. So we don't recommend both the parts for those who are going for jobs. So we tell that you take up part 1 first. Simple, 450 divided by somewhere around 3 hours. Okay, it will take about 150 days. On average, it will take about 150 days for part 1, 150 days for part 2, like that. So if you are going for a job, or you are already in employment, or you are going for college, etc., you can take up part 1 examination first, then go for part 2 examination next, like that. 5 months plus 5 months. In 10 months, you become a qualified CMA. Okay, for a student who has completed degree, who wants to do full-time CMA US, yes, they can take up as full-time one. Within somewhere around 150 days, you can complete the preparation and go for the exam, kind of a thing. That is easy. So if you are going for a job, better to start with part 1, then go for part 2. You can take up the examination in any order. Sir, can I write part 1 first, then part 2, or part 2 first, then part 1? Yes, you can do. But I recommend personally part 1 first, then part 2, because there is an overlapping syllabus. Learning of part 2 will be based on part 1 also. Certain financial accounting concepts are covered in financial management. Certain costing concepts are covered in management accounting, like that. So it's better to take up part 1, then go for part 2, like that. Okay, sir, what is the learning process? learning process is very simple. First classes, then tests, then model exams, then register with IMA. Don't register now. Register with IMA only after completing learning, then write the exam. Simple. Classes, test, model exam, registering with IMA and taking up the exam. Okay. With respect to Indian courses like Indian CA, CMA, ACS courses, materials are provided free by the institute. If you go to ICAI website or ICSA website or ICMA website, materials are freely downloadable. You need not be a student to download the material. Okay, it is free for all. But when it comes to IMA, no material is free. Which means even if you register with IMA, will I get any free material? No. You have to go with private publishers only. You have to go with private publishers only. So, if you look at the classes primary thing is material. Okay. What is the material? It has a content about the syllabus. It has a content about the syllabus. Complete thorough content about the syllabus. It has practice questions. It has which one? Practice questions. And this will be covered in the classes. Material and practice question will be covered in the classes. The next one is tests. Tests means at the end of every class there will be a test. At the end of every class there will be a test. Okay, suppose if there are 40 classes, you will be writing 40 tests. For example, part 1 will have around 60 tests. Okay, we insist on test. I will tell the reasons later. Once you complete the syllabus, then you take up the mock examination. Once you are ready for learning, you register with IMA and take up the exam. Okay, sir, is there a minimum period to register with IMA and take up the exam? Just 1 or 2 months before. For example, my preparations are over in September month. You register in September, take the exam in October, like that. Sir, my preparation is over in January month. Okay, simple. Register in January month and write your exams in February month, like that. So registering with IMA and taking up the exam is the next part. This is the process. Classes, test, model examination, then register with IMA and write the exam. Sir, why are you insisting on classes first and not registration? Because registration is little costly. For a professional membership, it will be $300. Examination will be $495. Each part you have to pay $495 for exam. Some discounts are given, but this is a normal fees. Some discounts are given by IMA through the authorized coaching centers, but that is some 20%, 30% will be there. Simple, the registration is valid for 1 year. If you do $300 with the registration with $300, that registration is valid for 1 year, where you have to complete both the parts examination. Okay, sir, I am not able to complete both the parts within 1 year now. Again, next year you have to pay $300 and you have to register for the exam. Simple. If you fail in a particular exam, it is very costly. $495 you will lose. Okay, that is why. And the pass mark is not like Indian courses. It is not 40%, 50%. A student should score 72% to pass in the examination. What is the minimum pass mark required? 72% required to pass. Which means each part examination will be for 500 marks. Part 1, 500 marks. Part 2, 500 marks. It will have 100 multiple choice questions. 100 multiple choice questions for 375 marks. 375 marks. And you will have essay type questions. Essay is nothing but descriptive questions for 125 marks and 125 marks. So totally, the exam will be for 500 marks, 4 hours. Each examination will be for 4 hours. MCQ will be for 3 hours. Essay will be for 1 hour, like that. 4 hours examination, 500 marks. In that you have to score 362 pass. You have to score how much? 362 pass. Let it be part 1 or part 2. Separately you have to score 362 pass. Sir, I am writing both the parts. Part 1 360 required, part 2 360 required. Sir, if I score 359, what will happen? $495 you are wasting. Okay, so that is a big money. Okay, so around $500 into 85 rupees you will put. That will be more than your coaching and material fees, and there is a big cost also. That's why we say take the classes and ensure that you are practicing through materials and practical questions. Ensure that every class will be backed up by a test. take up the test and take up the model examination. In the model examination, if you score 70% plus, then think of registering with IMA, then take up the exam. Because if you register with IMA and if you don't score in model exam itself, if you are scoring 60-70%, there is no use in writing IMA exam where you require minimum 72% pass the exam. Okay, so that's why this is a process. Wherever you undergo coaching, it need not be Bharadwaj or with me. Wherever you undergo coaching, classes, tests, model examinations, then register with IMA, then take up the exam. Okay, sir. How to plan for classes 4 months before the exam. For example, next examination window is going to come in September, October. Now you can start from June. June, July, August, September. 4 months you learn and write your exams in October like that. If you are planning to write in January or February, you start somewhere from September, or you can start now also. But minimum 4 months in advance you have to start for each part. Clear? So you can take a part 1, classes, test, model examination, register with IMA and write the exam. Next 4 months you can take up classes for part 1, do the test and model examination, write the exam kind of a thing. Sir, what is the success rate? All over the world the success rate is 50%. It may be 55%, 60% or 45% like that. But in India the success rate is 90%. In India the success rate is 90%. Why? Because Indian students are very, very clever. Why? Because they take up the classes, they take up the test, they take up the model examination. They pay the registration fees and exam fees only when they are sure that they will pass the exam. Only when they are sure that they will pass the exam. So if they are scoring somewhere around 70-75% in the model exam, there is no chance that they will lose in the main exam. So Indian students 90% they pass. 90% they pass, not because of our coaching but because of this fees factor. Okay, if you lose one exam, 45,000 rupees gone or 40,000 rupees gone. Okay, so that is why this particular process I insist. Now coming to the thing, you start, take the exam, then thereafter you go for it. Now I will share this content. This will have the syllabus. Part 1, yes, as I told you, 4 hours exam, 100 multiple choice questions and 2 essay questions. This you need not take note of it. I will share it with you. This is the external content of the syllabus. Financial reporting. This is to do with accounting, planning, budgeting and forecasting. Performance management is to do with costing and other things. Cost management. Internal control is to do with auditing and other aspects. Technology to do with information security, data analytics, all those things. This is part 1. This is the syllabus of part 1. What is this percentage? This is a weightage given for asking questions. If there are 100 questions, this will be the weightage based on that the questions are tested like that. This is what is part 1. Then part 2 will have strategic financial management, where this is nothing but ratio analysis, financial management, decision making like make or buy decisions like that, risk management, capital investment decisions, professional ethics like that. These are the things which are covered in part 1 and part 2. Okay, only this much. Will I study law? No. Will I study tax? No. Will I study core accounting? No. Will I study any marketing paper? No. So the CMA content is specifically tailor-made for the students who are specializing in cost accounting, management accounting, financial decisions kind of a thing. So this is your syllabus. I will share this to you. This particular material, content specification, outline will be there. This will be there for about 14-15 pages. Detailed syllabus is also there. You can go through. Okay, and I will also share this learning outcomes. This one. Okay, it will have a detailed syllabus of various parts that will be there. So that particular thing I will share it to you kind of a thing. Okay, sir. When the exams are conducted, part 1 or part 2, you can take it in any order. But what I recommend is take up part 1 first, go for part 2 next. Reason is financial statement analysis. Without understanding what is financial reporting, you cannot understand financial reporting statement analysis. Without understanding planning, budgeting and forecasting, it is very difficult to understand about business decision analysis. So take up part 1 first, then part 2 next, like that. 3 times a year exams are conducted. January 1st to February end. 1st January to February end, exams are conducted all over the world. Online examinations only. You have to go to the nearby center. It is called as Promotic Testing Center. You can just click on the link. I'll share this file also with you. You can click on this link. You can get the details about the testing centers. It is available across the world. January 1st to February end, May 1st to June end, September 1st to October end, like that. Sir, let us assume I start my classes in June month. June, July, August, September. 4 months you prepare. By September beginning you will know whether you have prepared well or not. If you have prepared well, yes, you register in September and write your exams in October. But otherwise, you register in November, December month, take up the exams in January or February month, like that. It all depends on, as I told you, the preparation level. Have you taken the classes? Have you taken the test? Have you taken the mock exams? Have you scored 72%? Yes. Then you can go for the main exam kind of a thing. Okay. So there are 3 windows. January 1st to February end. Which day? You have to choose the date. Are you going to write on January 5th or 10th or 20th or February? You have to choose the date and register. The dates are available in the Promoting Center website. You can go through that. Online it is available. Okay. So online support centers are also there. You can just, Indian contact numbers are also available in the Promoting Testing app. You can just register the exams after preparation is over. After the preparation is over, I hope within 20-21 days the results are declared. Within 21 days the results are declared. And of course, you have to carry these documents like passport or government ID card, election ID card, or PAN card in India, Aadhaar card in India, voter ID in India. All these things you can carry to the Promoting Testing Center and you can write your exam. Sir, how the exam will be? It will be screen examination only. The question will appear in the screen like a quiz. Then you have to work out in a pencil and choose the correct answer. That is for 100 multiple choice question. Choose the best answer only. Essay type questions you have to type. Sir, typing, do I require a big speed and all? No. It's not like Indian examination where you have to fill up pages. Key points you have to write. Key points you are expected to type. That's all. Clear? So, sir, is there a minimum mark I have to score? Simple. In the first 3 hours, you will be writing 100 multiple choice questions. Okay. If you get 50%, then it will go to the 4th hour. 100 multiple choice question, I get more than 50%, the system will allow you to go to the 4th hour. Because there is no use in allowing a student who is scoring less than 50% in MCQ and allowing him to go to the 4th hour. Okay. Sir, I completed this multiple choice questions in 2 hours time. 3 hours is allowed, but I am able to solve it in 2 hours time. When I took up my CMA US examination, I was able to do the multiple choice questions within 2 hours time. Simple. You are saving extra, that 2 hours you can use it for essay type questions. Okay. Sir, I am able to complete it in 2.5 hours now. This essay type questions you can write for about 1.5 hours, like that. The time that you save in multiple choice questions can be used for what? Essay type questions. What is essay type questions? Simple. They will give a case study or a big problem. You have to solve them. Find out the profit or loss. Find out the variance. What is the reason for variance, like that you have to analyze. Or if it is a financial reporting problem, they will give you financial statement. They will ask you to work out different ratios, comment on the financial performance, like that. That is essay type questions. Or there will be some ethical issue in the organization. How to solve the ethical issue? You will be expected to type the key points kind of a thing. So this is what is about IMA. Okay. 2-part examinations. 2-part examinations. Part 1 and part 2. 500 marks. You score 72% to pass. 3 times a year exams are conducted. I told you the learning time also. Each part will take about 400 to 450 hours for learning. Classes plus test, 400 to 450 hours for learning. If you are a working student, spend about 3 hours of time each day, then you will be definitely successful. Even a college going student like first year or second year or third year student can take up CMA US, but they have to ensure that apart from class hours, 3 hours a day they spend, okay, for about 4 months to qualify kind of a thing. Many second year students take up the exam. Second year they pass part 1, third year they pass part 2. By the time they complete their degree, they complete their CMA US, then they go for employment kind of a thing. Now coming to the employment support, employment supports are of 2 types. One is IMA itself has a resume bank. You submit your resume bank, you can find worldwide opportunities, employers calling you and taking up for the job. There are home-based jobs available. You travel abroad and work is also available. CMA US is valid or valued in US, Canada, all the Gulf countries, they prefer CMA US. In India, all US based companies are there. We've got Saint-Gobain, Ford Motors, okay, we've got Shell Oil Company, like that. So many foreign companies having a place of business in India, you can get employments over there. Sir, what about Indian companies? Can I get a placement in Indian company using CMA US qualification? No. In India, okay, they prefer Indian CMAs for all the Indian companies like Infosys or TVS or Ashok Leyland. If you want to be employed, you should be an Indian CMA. Employment opportunities for CMA US in Indian companies are less, but in US based companies, Middle East based companies, it is having a high value. It is having a high value. So placement opportunities, number one, you submit your resumes. Okay, they call you for the placement. Second is, we have got our own referrals. Our students are working in different countries like Ford Motors, though they close their businesses here, they have got their financial operations from India, they recruit. Shell Oil Corporation or Saint-Gobain, Flextronics, like that, there are so many companies, multinational companies, our students are working. Whenever there's a vacancy, they immediately put it to qualified students, we send them for employment kind of a thing. So two types of placement. One is through IMA you get placed, or through Bharadwaj support you get placed kind of a thing. So placement opportunities are good. So only 2 parts examination, and ensure that you are preparing well and taking up the exams kind of a thing. So this is what level C means, advanced level. Advanced level means the knowledge that is required is thorough knowledge. Okay, sir. How to prepare? Indian college courses and degree courses test your memory skill. How much your memory is. You memorize, write the exam, thereafter forget. CMA US examination is just opposite. You learn, understand the concepts, apply the concepts and write the examination kind of a thing. So application knowledge is required. Application knowledge is required. You should not think, sir, 100 multiple choice questions, I can crack it easily. It is not so. It is not so. I'll also share you some of the multiple choice question that is tested. Okay, they will give you big data, work out profit or loss. Profit or loss is one multiple choice question. For that you have to do the working and give the answers kind of a thing. It will not be like, for example, whether land and building will be an asset or liability. Okay, whether stock is a fixed asset or current asset. It will not be that kind of multiple choice questions. It will not be like fundamental multiple choice questions. It will be a professional multiple choice questions you will be facing. I'll be sharing some of the multiple choice questions with you. You can go through for the content. Okay, this is about the process. Okay, to sum up, the cost of registering will be $300. Writing the exam will be $499 for each part. That is number one. Number two, yes, 3-step process. Classes, test and model exams. Complete that. Then register with IMA and write your main exam. Sir, how much the classes will cost? It will cost 30,000 rupees per part. Okay. Classes will cost 30,000 rupees per part. What and all is given in the classes? We provide Hawk material. We provide Hawk material. Hawk is an authorized publisher of IMA. We provide the Hawk material to the students. Okay. We will have complete testing package. Okay. Every class will be backed up by a test. Every class will be backed up by a test. Class 1 with test, class 2 with test, class 3 with test, like that. I'll be sharing you some 6-7 classes for a demo. Okay, with test kind of a thing. Then it will have mock exams also, and it will have recorded classes access. It will have recorded classes access. Okay, sir, when the classes are conducted, Saturdays and Sundays, the student can come and attend face to face, or they can attend live online. It is in hybrid mode. It is like students sitting in the class, attend face to face. Students attending live online, they attend live online kind of a thing. So it will be in hybrid mode. It will be in hybrid mode, face to face and live online. If at all, if you miss live online classes, recording backup will be available to you that you can access anytime for about 15 months. We provide with recorded classes access for 15 months. For example, you start the classes somewhere next week. You understood part 1. Okay, while going to the other part, you forgot. Simple, the recorded classes access will be a backup for you, where you can recollect the concepts wherever you want. So this, the coaching fees per part includes the Hawk material, tests, model exams, and which one? Recorded classes access also. and the support will be there. This access to test, model exams and recorded classes will be there for 15 months period. I would say complete it in 4 to 5 months of time. Many students join the class, they donate money to me. They join the class, but they don't come to the class. They say, tell X or Y reasons, office pressure, that pressure, this pressure and all. If you delay more than 4 months, then you will never go for exam. Okay, if you delay for more than 4 months, because the concept learned in first month, second month, third month, it will go off in 5th month, 6th month, 7th month, because we do so many activities. Ensure that if you are registering for classes, in 4 to 5 months of time, you take up the exam. If you delay beyond 5 months, that is, I told 90% of the students they pass in India. But how many students join and how many students pass? If 100 students take up the class, only 20 students are regular to the class. Why? Remaining 80% they say office reason, college reason, this, that reason, lack of interest reason. Just like that, casually Saturday, Sunday they sleep, they don't come to the class. 20 students take up the classes seriously. Sir, what about the remaining 80 students? As I told you, they donate money to me. Clear? They donate money for Palnichami's welfare. That's what I would say. Out of the 20 students, how many students pass? All of them pass. Because they learn, practice, write the exams within 4 or 5 months of time before the knowledge goes out of them, kind of a thing. Okay, so this is what. And if you go to the Hawk website and search, the material itself will cost you more than this. Okay, material itself will be costing more than that. Since we are one of the authorized coaching center or licensed partner, okay, we get the material at a discounted rate, and that discount, whatever we get, we offer or we take it for our coaching kind of a thing. So this will be the classes kind of a thing. As I told you, Saturday and Sunday, the classes will be there from 6 to 11:30 a.m. Indian Standard Time, 6 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. You can come and attend physically here, or you can take up live online at your home, or if at all if you miss classes, you'll be given recorded class access. 100% of recording access is given to you. So I'll open the meeting for your talk. Before that, I'll be sharing you this learning outsource outcome material, learning outcome statements given by IMA. I'll be sharing with you the content specification. Content specification is nothing but syllabus, then this particular thing, IMA handbook. This is called as IMA handbook, that talks more about how to register, when to take up the exam, okay, what are the centers available, all those things, what are the areas in which you can get placed, so many things about IMA that will be there. So 3 material I will share with you. IMA handbook, second is syllabus content specification, learning outsource statements is nothing but detailed specification of the syllabus. If you go through that, you will get a fair idea. Apart from that, I will be sharing 6 classes. 6 classes with the test. Class 1 test, class 2 test, class 3 test, class 4 test, like that. I will be sharing the recordings also to you. Then you can access them and you can check, kind of a thing. Then coming to that, the syllabus, of course, is changing from September 2024. This will be for the next 4 years, 24, 25, 26, 28, like that. The 4 years, the next syllabus will be there. And the coaching or training or material, everything will be as per the latest syllabus only. Okay, as per the latest syllabus only. And all the tests and other things we upgrade based on the latest examination, like that. So will I get any free material? As I told you, there is nothing free in US. Okay, US CMA, there is nothing free. India, you get everything free from various institutes. In CMA US, nothing is free. You have to get it from authorized publishers. I recommend Hawk because Hawk material is specifically written for CMA US. I have taken up Hawk material and I was able to pass both the parts. I did my self-learning only. I was able to pass both the parts of CMA US. I would say because of Hawk material that is precise, crisp and clear, required data is available. So that I will provide to you, kind of a thing. Now I'll open this forum for your questions. If there is a question, please ask me. I will respond to it. There is no negative marking for MCQ. There is no negative marking for MCQ. How to answer MCQ, 100 MCQ? What I did is, MCQ 1, tough, skip it. 2, tough, skip it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. For me, 10 MCQs, I was not able to touch it. I skipped it. Then 10 to 20 was easy for me, I marked it. 20 to 30 I found little difficult, I tried to answer it. Like that, out of 100 MCQs, within 1.5 hour time, I was able to complete 60 MCQs. Within 1.5 hour time, I was able to answer 60 MCQs. Sir, what about the remaining 40 MCQs? In that I find about 10 questions where I have to work and answer. I was able to answer. 80 MCQs answered. Okay. What about the remaining 20 MCQs? Around 10 MCQs were very tough, but I can answer it. I took time in doing the answers and submitted it. What about the remaining 10 MCQs? I do not know the answer because I didn't read 100%. Okay, so 10 MCQs, I did not know the answer at all. Since there's no negative marking, just put toss and put A, B, C, D over. So this is a strategy that works. Clear? First, okay, you attempt the questions which you know clearly. That will be 60 to 70%. Then another 10%, you will be able to attempt it and try to work out. 10 to 20% of the question you may not know. Okay, maybe we choose something, 1 or 2 marks or 1 or 2 questions may be correct. Since there's no negative marking, okay, we'll be able to make it.
So second thing is regarding the faculties, which are the subject wise.
The faculties who are going to take the classes will be one is myself. Second will be Mr. Dinesh Jain, who's a faculty in casting for CA. Okay, he'll be taking the casting areas. You can look at the syllabus also. This financial reporting decisions, internal controls, technology and analytics, 50% of the portion I will be taking it. Planning, budgeting, performance management, cost management, that will be taken by Dinesh Jain kind of a thing. Same way in group part 2, I share 50%, the other party shares 50%. Like financial statement analysis, okay, professional ethics and certain risk management area, I take up kind of a thing. Remaining 50% is shared with the other faculty. We both do the classes.
Well, I just take this opportunity to thank you because I cleared CMA. I just sent back my internet file and I just good marks. I just want to take this opportunity to thank you very much, sir.
Okay, very good, very good. Very happy, very happy.
Thank
you.
Yeah, thank you. That's all from my side.
Okay. So if there is any question from others, please ask.
Hi, sir. Gopinath here.
Yeah, please ask.
Yeah. Sir, I completed my degree way back in 2013.
Okay.
And I started my professional career.
Okay.
So now I'm working in a banking sector, so okay. Bank.
Okay.
So if I want to take this course, I have some education gap, right? From 2013 to 24. So do I need any prerequisites or any homework?
Nothing required, sir, because we'll be taking the classes straight from plus 2 students. Some plus 2 students join this course. So they will have very, very fundamental knowledge. Even for them, we take the class, which means the classes will be taken from the basics. For example, you do not know the meaning of equity, no problem. That is explained in the class. What is the meaning of, for example, cash and cash equivalents? You do not know. That will be explained in the class. So class will be in a most lucid format. Many students are in the age group of 40, 45, 50 also do the CMA US course. So there's no age or there's no, for example, previous educational background that is expected. Okay, even I qualified CMA US at the age of somewhere around 35, 36 like that. So there's nothing to worry about when you studied or when you have undergone graduation and all. So that will be taken care during the classroom.
Yeah, thank you so much. Sir, what is the memorandum of association between the Indian Cost Accounting Institute and IMA?
That is not there now, sir. Indian Cost Accounting Institute had a tie-up with IMA. Since our ICWA was changed as CMA, it was ICWA, now it is CMA. They also offer CMA. Title clash, they said, how can you change your name to our name like that? So they had some clash. So that is not there. MOU is not there. MOU was, if you become an Indian Costing Institute member, you become IMA also, US also. IMA US becomes a CMA and the mutual tie-up is not there now.
Not there?
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you
so much. Yes, please.
So, what kind of English usually can you please provide for these CMAs? Some additional value to CMAs.
CMA US, number one, basically you are a degree holder or you starting after plus 2?
So I'm starting with this.
You can do any BCom, BCom General, BCom Accounting and Finance. You can do any BCom. You can do any BCom. A BCom in Accounting and Finance field. BCom General, BCom Accounting and Finance, BCom Honors you can do, or not BCom CS. That will be a legal course. Or BCom Advertisement Marketing. That is not core area. Anything other than BCom Advertisement and Marketing, BCom CS or BBA, you can do any other BCom specializations. That will be aiding you. That will be aiding you for your CMA US. And wait. No, not required, not required, not required. I'll tell you, if you are a college student, the fees is little less. This is the fees for the students who completed degree, not a college student. Okay. For a college student, if you are a full-time college student, entrance fees is not $300. It will be $225. Exam fees will not be $495. It will be only 370 per part. Student membership is costing you only what? $49 like that. So cost of doing the course as a student will be very, very less. You should be a full-time college student. You are a full-time college student, then your fees will be somewhere around 30-40% lesser than a student who completed degree. That.
So I have, I'm sorry,
yes.
Okay. I have an idea of doing USCM first of doing the college fees. What is your opinion, sir?
I didn't get you.
I have an idea of doing USCM first and doing medical school. What is your idea of it, sir?
No, because CMA US will be, you can pass part 1, part 2 exam. But when will you get the title CMA US? After completing your degree only. You understand? You completed your plus 2. Can I write my CMA US part 1, part 2 and pass exam? Yes. But will I get the title, your name CMA US? No. When will you get the title? Only when you have completed the degree. Only when you have completed the degree. So I would recommend you do it along with the college. You do it along with the college.
This course is offered in Chennai, Bardwaj or Kerala?
Yes, Chennai Bardwaj we offer. Kerala Bardwaj is not offering. Chennai Bardwaj we are offering in 3 modes. One is face to face, you can come and attend in Chennai, or the same kind of a class, interactive class, you can attend at your home, wherever you are. And the third mode is, if you are not able to come live online or take up face to face, then you can take up recorded classes like that.
Okay, so Chennai is.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
It will be in hybrid mode. The face-to-face classes and the live online will be addressed together. Yes, please. Yes, please. Kelly.
Sir, good morning.
Morning. Morning.
Yeah, this Arvind.
There is a voice break.
Sir, am I audible?
Yeah, now audible.
Am I audible?
Yeah, audible.
Yeah, sir, I completed my CA in January 2023.
Okay.
And right now I'm preparing for CA final, but there is a bit lag in still CMA. You can set me in place CA,
Yeah, see, CA inter knowledge will be definitely supporting you for CMA US. Okay, it will be supporting you. Whether you will be able to do better. Okay, if you are already going for employment kind of a thing, you can finish part 1 in September, part 2 in January like that. You can do that. Okay, if you are taking a break between inter and final exam. If you are a full-time student. Okay. If you are a full-time student, you can finish part 1 and part 2 in one sitting. But it's better to take up after 6 months. Because 6 months of learning time is required if you are taking up both the parts. So start now with part 1.
January to 4 months of learning and then appear.
Okay, for example, if you start in June, July, August, September, or June, July, August, prepare for part 1. September, October, November, prepare for part 2. November, December, you take up the model exams and other things. January and February window, you can take up the exam. For the students who are going for both the parts, we recommend at least over 6 months of time. One part, 3 to 4 months, okay. But both the parts, at least 6 months of time, you should take and do it. Because in a hurry-burry, when we don't score that 72%, it is a big cost for us.
But anyway, you will be taking both the parts together, right?
No, no, part
This
1 we'll
autumn.
finish first. Part 1 we'll finish first. That will be in June, July, August month. September, October, November we'll be doing part 2.
Okay.
Like that, always.
Instead of these two parts, while you are taking, we have to write the exam, is it?
Yeah, you can take it up any order, in any order. Part 1 or part 2 you can take it up together, or in any order you can take it.
Sir,
Sir, to obtain this degree, we need job experience also, right?
Yeah, 2 years of experience.
2 years.
That is required only when you want to go for a practice. CMA US is offered to you with the degree qualification. Sir, I completed both the part examination. I am a degree holder. You will be getting CMA US. You become a member for going for practice and other purposes. Then you require the 2 years work experience. Many Indian students, they complete CMA US along with the degree. They go for employment. After 2 years, they submit the experience and they become the IMA member. What is the benefit of being an IMA member? You can go to practice in US. If you want to go and settle down in US and go for an CMA practice, then that is required. Otherwise, you can stop with like BCom with both the part examination, then you can take a big employment. Student membership is available only for a full-time college student. Sir, I am doing CA. Otherwise, can I claim student membership? No. I am doing Indian CMA or ACS. Can I call myself as a student? No. You should be a full-time student of a college or a university.
So now I am 42 that after clearing this, what about this employment opportunities will be good for me?
You'll be getting a better job. Non-professional to professional, you can go to the IMA survey, they get 25% extra. They get 25% extra.
Okay.
Minimum 25% extra hike with respect to salary and other things.
Okay.
Of course, because you can find in Gulf countries there is a separate CMA, lot of CMA US coaching centers, and many students undergo CMA US and they get employment opportunities over there. And actually, compared to India, from Gulf countries there are more CMA US students.
So is ACCA more valued than CMA USA or?
Both are having different domains. But value wise, ACCA will have a better value because it will take minimum 2.5 years to 3 years to complete. CMA was you complete it in 1 year time. So duration of learning, how much you learn, how much you put in effort, both are different. So you cannot compare.
Okay, sir.
It is not difficult. You have to persistently prepare. Like daily to 3 to 4 hours, you have to prepare, understand, apply the logic. There is nothing called brilliant student, non-brilliant student here. You have to understand the concept, apply, practice, and take up the exam. Taking up classes to take up the exam, the time duration should be 5 months. If you take less than 5 months time with less preparation, you will go, success may not be there. If you take more than 6 or 7 months time, whatever you learned, you would have forgotten. Okay. Yeah. Then in the exam hall, the knowledge will not come and the students do not make it kind of a thing. That's why apt time is minimum 3 months, maximum 6 months. From the starting of classes, you have to write the exam.
Okay.
And ensure that Saturday, Sunday classes are there. Remaining days, you should ensure that at least for 2 to 3 hours of time you allocate for your CMA US.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
There's a chat message. Yes, the material will cover these topics: conceptual coverage, problem solving or question solving, that will be there for both the parts. Next query: how many tests will be there? Okay, as of now I would say for the first part there are 50 sets of tests. You will be writing around 3000 multiple choice question tests and essay type questions also. Yeah, like that. Each part will have around 50 tests. Test is mandatory. Learning, of course, is required, but testing yourself definitely required for scoring that 72%. Mathematical skills are not required. That skill is not with the faculty itself. I'm not a math student, so not required. I'm not a math student, so I hate maths also. Probably because my wife is MSc Maths, so I hate maths. So mathematical knowledge is not at all required for doing the course.
Thank you. Thank you.
Syllabus will be completed in 3 months of time because you're going to attend like 6 plus 6 weekly 12 hours of classes. Okay, like that it's going to run for about 3 months now, around 12 weeks into 12 hours, 140 to 150 hours. The syllabus will be able to, we'll be able to complete the syllabus and give you the test and other things. Okay, attend the classes in the weekends, practice test during the weekdays, revise and practice test during the weekdays, where you will be successful. So 3 months, 3.5 months, the syllabus will be covered. So if you start in June, July, August, September 15th, like that, you can complete our preparation along with us. We can prepare and write your exams in September, October window, like that. If you start in September, you will be able to write in February, like that.
Sir,
So there will be no classes during the weekdays because majority of the students who are studying over here, either college students or working students, they can come only for Saturdays and Sundays, and the timing is suitable for the students from abroad also. So we conduct classes only in the weekends to cater to the needs of both students as well as working population as well as abroad population. There will be no class in the weekdays. During weekdays, what you have to do is whatever you studied in the weekend, you have to recollect and take up the tests. There will be at least 3 to 4 tests during the week. So that you have to take it up during the weekdays at your home. System based test only.
And there's also another thing called Wiley.
Personally, maybe the industry is different. Personally, Wiley material I don't follow because according to me that is written for CPA. From that content is given for CMA. Hawk material is exclusively written for CMA according to me. That is shortened script, crisp, according to me. So for the students who were in the past also, they were comfortable in Hawk material. Practice or going for exams, they are very good in Hawk material especially. That's why I go with the Hawk.
Okay. Because I searched for other institutes also, they're recommending Wiley.
Wiley will be very, very big. It will be like Bible or Bhagavad Gita. So it will be a big material. By looking at the material itself, we may get demotivated to study.
Okay.
So, here's question.
So if there is any particular query or doubt, I request you to WhatsApp the number 72002743. From that number, I will share all this syllabus content, learning outsource content, IMA handbook, all those things I will share it to you. Probably after my another session that is there, so you can doubt or send any voice queries for this particular thing. Okay.
Do we have any? Yeah. So before that, if I want to meet you, which will